Hello, guys, gals, and fellow MB pals. I just recorded a video for what was going to be this video for the first channel, for my main channel. It actually had to go on the second channel because I started rambling about a whole bunch of stuff that didn't really matter. Well, I won't say rambling about stuff that didn't matter. It was just like stuff that it's more suited for the second channel and those personal stories and things like that. But here I want to talk about the whole situation with Disney and how they essentially tried to weasel out of a jury trial after a woman died at one of their restaurants after ingesting food that she was very specifically allergic to. And yeah, they essentially tried to say that because the widower of the woman that died signed up for a free trial of Disney Plus back in 2019 and also bought tickets to Disney from their website. Because of those two reasons, he would actually have to arbitrate instead of going to trial for the wrongful death of his wife. And I think that's pretty nuts, considering that like my ex uh, has like a very not a well, he's got a shellfish allergy. Shellfish allergies are typically pretty bad. I wouldn't say his is pretty bad. And yeah, so something if something like this ever happened, I mean, I would never in my life go for this shit. If we like went out to eat and like something happened to this man, like oh my God, not only would I be taking and I mean like that gentleman only took them for like $50,000. My brother in Christ, I cannot replace like my then partner. I cannot replace the person that I have spent my entire adult life with. I'm taking y'all for everything that I can get. I'm raking y'all over the coals. Not only am I raking y'all over the coals, I'm gonna burn down this building too. And man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Like, not going to lie, I would have demanded, honestly, I would have also demanded the jobs of all the chefs that were cooking that night. I would have, like, he was just like, I wanted $50,000 for, like, the wrongful death. Me personally, I would have gone berserko nutto mode. It would not have brought that person back. But regardless, this is Disney. Okay? They're not going to be hurt by a couple $1 million. And I mean, like, we wouldn't even be like a couple million. I'm going for like 50, 100 million. I'm going to be comfortable for the rest of my life for the distress you people have caused me. Okay? That's just it. Period. So, sorry if that sounds like malicious intent, but I mean, if you neglectfully, maliciously killed my partner, I'm taking y'all for everything you got. And the fact that they tried to weasel out of like a measly like $50,000, like crazy, dude, crazy. Like and I mean, like I mentioned this in the other video too, but I'm like, it's crazy that like the more like we have like media that comes up with cartoonishly evil corporations that do cartoonishly evil corporation stuff, like the more it just like becomes like an open and active playbook for today's present day modern corporations who continue to do just absolutely abhorrent shit, treat people terribly, treat their employees terribly. Like it's wild. It's wild that this continues to happen. This continues to be a thing. It's like, can we like what? I just don't understand why the race to the bottom is like, why are people so dedicated to it? Why are we so dedicated to being absolutely abhorrent and doing the wrong thing? Like it makes me fucking sad. It makes me fucking sad that, like, I don't know. It makes me actually, it doesn't even make me sad. It makes me really, really, really fucking angry that average people are expected to be angels and do their best and, so on and so forth, and abide by the law and abide by the rules and wah 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 wah. However, our corporate overlords can just do whatever. They can steal wages, they can deny health insurance, they can deny leave. Like, Don't have to pay you a fair wage, don't have to pay you with your work, don't have to respect your time, don't have to respect your family, don't have to respect you as a person, don't have to give a shit whatsoever, but we are expected to be beholden to these motherfuckers regardless. I think that's insane. And I hope that more and more people start to see this shit and just get sick of it. And, with everything already being pretty tough economically for everyone, how much more money can y'all really lose, okay? How much more money can y'all really lose before you start to get your act together, right? Because already, I mean, companies left and right have been filing for bankruptcy since before COVID, Like, it wasn't good for a lot of things economically, mainly because we're so dedicated to this whole notion of number go up, number go up. When it's like, okay, how is number supposed to go infinitely up if we don't have infinite resources to continue to bolster that number? That's, I don't know. It just seems like I don't know. Like, I'm sure there's like it was clearly a flawed plan from the beginning, but it's like, okay, what, like, I don't know. It's just really weird. It's really weird how a lot of companies back in the day, like back when, not to say like the 1930s and 40s and 50s and shit, but like a lot of companies back then, when they were started and things like that, like it seemed more like companies were dedicated to being sustainable, to like, yeah, they were dedicated to growth, but like, I don't know. Not only were companies dedicated to growth, but they were also dedicated to like some semblance of quality. It feels like we've really, really fallen off when it comes to like having any semblance of quality when it comes to things, like when it comes to clothes, when it comes to food and food safety, as we can see. It's like that the attention to detail, the quality has just fallen the fuck off. Like I think about just like in my line of work, like being a pharmacy tech. Like, man, like to open up like a stock bottle of pills and like a bunch of that shit be like broken and like cracked in half to to the point where we could like separate out like the because they would break and shatter so frequently. Like, it's like, come on, man, we can do better than this. But again, like quality is no longer like the standard. Making money is the standard, and it really just pisses me off because it's like, yeah, okay, you make your money today, but it's like in the long run, who's gonna keep buying from you? I know, like, I mean, I say that, but it's like everything has become like monopolistic. Like, and when I say monopolistic, I mean like we have one company that does this, one company that does that, one company that sells this. Like, we used to have a dozen. There used to be a dozen suppliers you could buy from. There used to be a dozen places that you could buy from. Like when it comes to like not even just like medications and like stocks and things like that. We used to have way more restaurants. Like, how many mom and pop shops, little corner stores and things like that have closed down over the years? How many like, I mean, like we've just lost like a lot of variety, and it's just like with that lack of variety comes like it becomes like we've seen it happen. We've seen the variety dwindle, we've seen the quality dwindle, and it's like we're gonna keep charging these prices and raising the prices for lesser and lesser quality. You're still gonna buy it even if it doesn't work. And I don't know, I just think that's crazy. I think that's crazy that this is the way that we're choosing to go, is a lack of quality, just because it's like, well, we're still gonna make our money anyway. Because it's like, okay, how long is this going to be sustainable? Like, we think about, like, and I mean, like, this is everything. Like, even like things that this shouldn't be happening with, like education. Like, it makes me so sad to think that my children may get a lesser education than I got, considering just considering like all the advancements and things like that that are going on in the world. And I mean, like, of course this is what like a lot of politicians want. They, like, if public schools are essentially dumbing down the population, then they're, I mean, like, if you're not a dumb population is easy to control, right? Right. So it's like, if we dumb down the population, then okay, they'll be easier to control and they'll do what we want. And it's like, well, yes and no, because it's like we dumb down the pop, and it's like because kids are only getting smarter. Like the just the way the unfortunately the way I've kind of noticed like the human genome kind of going, it's just like each generation should be getting smarter, because I feel like my kids should be smarter than me once they hit my age. I feel like that's how that should be. Now, will that necessarily happen remains to be seen, because again, the quality of education has gone down, and like it's noticeable. And I mean, like, now things are so bad that so many people are just like that a lot of people are just dopamine slaves. They just want to watch something funny, watch a cute cat video, and like that's like that's it. They want their hit of dopamine. They want to feel okay for a little bit, and then like not realize just how miserable their life is for a little while. It's escapism. I mean, even play video games. It's one of the things that I greatly love, because they don't have to think about how miserable my life is sometimes. Like, just pure and simple. But I'm like, this isn't the way. I just don't feel like we have to get out of this never ending cycle though, right? We can't stay in this place. Things have to get better, or like it's just it's going to continue to like, I mean, we're already spiraling out of control when it comes to the climate, when it comes to wages, when it comes to housing, when it comes like everything already is spiraling out of control, and so many people are just trying to not think about how much it sucks for 5 minutes. And I'm sorry that I'm putting this here in front of your face, like right now. It's just like, hey, did you forget that everything kind of sucks? Like, sorry, very sorry for that. Like, just kind of just wanted to talk about it, you know. So like it just I like it's crazy that this started like out about like Disney and like the whole food allergy thing, and it just turns into a discussion as far as like, yeah, this is all pretty bad. And yeah, I hope that Disney is not allowed to get away with this, because they clearly killed that man's one, like his wife. Like, she died because she ate a child restaurant. End of story. Period. Like, and y'all owe that man. Y'all owe that man, and y'all need to pay him. Give him his day in court, where he can explain that they over and over and over and over tried desperately to make sure that this would be somewhere safe for them to eat. And yeah, y'all were negligent. Pure and simple. Like, own up to your mistakes, suck it up, and pay that man his coins, because he can't get his wife back. Like, her family can't get their daughter back, their aunt, their cousin, their niece. They can't get her back. Like, y'all owe them. Y'all owe them. So if well, I can't say if you enjoyed the subject matter necessarily, but if you enjoyed the sound of my very annoying nasally Ohio voice, then like and subscribe, and I don't know, stick around for more.